Now, this reminds me of one of Mohbad's father's song where he sang, and he is said in a sonorous voice, Adabi abi wo. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Yam Pepe Scatter Scatter. And I mean in a bad way. What I'm trying to say is that everything on justice for Mohbad has turned upside down. And you know the thing about things turning upside down? Sometimes it is not in a bad way, it is in a good way. It helps to see what is beneath, it helps to see what has been eaten, it helps to see the way forward. Well, I don't know. They say Cynthia is on the run. Cynthia is on the run right now, like she is on the run. There are certain things that she said, there are certain private secret meetings that Cynthia's lawyer had with Mohbad's father's lawyer. Talk about compromising, talk about manipulation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you must have heard that DNA was conducted earlier. Courtesy Iyabo. I also talked about it. I thought about it. I said, Iyabo will not be stupid not to conduct a secret DNA, at least a maternal DNA, to ascertain if there is at least 20%, 20% connection with Mohbad's mother. How were they able to succeed? Recall that Mohbad's mother said, Wunmi, Wunmi, I have not betrayed you yet. I have not betrayed you yet, meaning I have joined you in this journey because of money. I have not betrayed you yet. Make sure you keep to the terms and conditions of our agreement. Should you, for any reason at all, decide to be a betrayer, I will show you that I am a bigger betrayer. In fact, your life will be like a roller coaster that has no stopper. Your life will be like a truck, a trailer that the brake failed. Well, they had their issue, and we heard that Iyabo, courtesy Mohbad's brother handler, King White. They call one guy King White. You know, this guy that puts on white every day, that went to Yomi Fabi's protest, and in the one he did, the seminar he did in the hotel. You know that guy, yeah. They went to beg Mohbad's mother because they needed her on board. Well, right now, something came up, and Wunmi cannot stand it. She cannot stand it. She knows that this is the beginning of the end. What a wicked world. What a wicked world. You know, when push comes to shove, something must give. And right now, it seems all the pillar that she felt she is leaning upon, it's not like this girl is intelligent, neither is she anything. It's just that we live in a society where wickedness is the order of the day. So anything that attaches to wickedness, there is a kind of unusual support for it. Please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. You're about to see some secrets that you have never seen.
I'm going to play it again so that you guys can hear. I have other things I want to play here. We'll challenge them, because when we get to the right police officers to look into the matter, now listen up again.
Me, he has said it publicly that he hates me so much. Like he even went as far as trying to cajole my brother-in-law to lie, like to implicate me one way or the other. No, yeah, because you said it online that you
cajole my brother-in-law to implicate me, but this is the same Adura Baba Mohbad said since Mohbad breathed his last, he doesn't have access to him. So that was the same Baba that was cajoling the same Adura to speak. The same Adura that King White, I don't know who got King White to be his bodyguard, and they were trying to make a whole mess of your stuff. Now let's go on.
To put substance in my husband's food. Who said that? My father-in-law. Then I would go and F around after. Because he never knew.
It's clear that the old tussle, Mohbad's spirit went in between the two of them. Whatever it is that made them to cooperate, to go and bury him, before the public cried out. Mohbad came in between two of them. Mohbad went in between these two key players and it destroyed their harmony. And that is because it needs the disunity to get justice. But we'll get there. But at the end of the day, trust me, these two, they will still eventually be on the same page when it comes to true investigation into this matter. With the way I'm looking at it, trust me, you'll see. Listen up.
It was my brother-in-law that prepared my husband last meal. So when he got to realize that it was my brother-in-law, he put a call through to my mother-in-law, and unfortunately I was with her that day. So he just called to tell her that, he just got to know that it was Adura that prepared my husband last meal. That Adura and Mama should come over to his house.
Last meal. Adura prepared Mohbad's last meal. It means that one of the reasons why the toxicology and autopsy would never bring us anything, it was because they know one of the key things that they will find is poison. But something, that ability to poison Mohbad or do something is secondary to something. That is where we are going. There are some poisons that if you take it, you will ooze out you're going to ooze out blood. It's still a possibility, but we'll get to that very shortly. The only reason why it is looking like a marriage was because this particular side who felt like, oh, the Baba is after me, so they were giving us some protection. The Baba too is rushing to some people and they were telling us tales and lies, and all the scripts, they perfected it. So let's go on.
How we do so they will know how to package the whole thing and put it on my head. I was so fortunate to be Mama that day because I had to put it on record.
I have to put it on record. And, this is not under duress. She confirmed it on broad in live TV that she put it on record. It is important for the police to obtain that recording for the purpose of streamlining and toning down on the key leads that would determine the true cause of death and who has played one role or the other. She confirmed it. So when she's going to be dragged and be made to bring all these things out, normally on a good day, if Mohbad's lawyer was alive and is honest, the lawyer could as well go to court to force her to release the audio so that they can be able to substantiate that. But nobody was fighting for Mohbad. They didn't allow us to, they don't allow the public to have a public lawyer for Mohbad. The only thing is Baba used the public to get a lawyer to himself and to do his own bidding in this whole matter. And then the same thing, the Wunmi too, whatever you guys have donated to them, she used it to get lawyer and then was able to look it, to use those funds to get lawyer to defend her. And that's why they were making a battle of father-in-law and daughter-in-law for whatever they must have done before Mohbad was buried. But all those things, it's going to be resolved because it's now glaring. We guys can now look clearly that these people, they knew what they did before they allowed the untimely and that death to come to the young boy. But he's a Nigerian and he has right to life. And that right that has been taken away from him, it is our duty as a human rights organization to pursue his right to the latter end. So I would only appeal to all of us to tone down on all this idea of Baba Konlobimwe, and widow. This is a serious criminal investigation, and this is homicide. The truth is yet to be established, and too many cover-ups still going to leave us to not unnecessarily put sympathy behind any of these people, because that alone is obstruction and diversion of justice. We need to be very, very plain as possible and direct as we can. So let's listen up.
So you have a recording of this.
They should, so that they will not to put the other on my head. What if it was poison that killed my husband?
What if it was poison?
Adura should come to him because he does not want to lose another child, because now he didn't know that it was my brother that prepared his last meal, and he has gone out there to talk about me putting something in his food, because now we do not know the result, what the autopsy would bring. Like what if the autopsy said he died of poison?
What if the autopsy said he died of poison?
I'm so grateful that I was my mother day, because
now you could see clearly now. What if the autopsy said he died of poison? Now, they are not talking about the injection. They were not talking about the injection. They was not talking about the nurse. Because probably, of course, with all sincerity, there was no nurse. So something, what it's looking like is after the fight, they tried to probably get him medicine to say, okay, come and take it. And then in the process, somebody prepare food. Okay, take food before you do this. And something was laced in that food. That is another possibility. And the question is, why did the Lagos State government, the Ministry of Justice and the Lagos State Police Command, why did they find it difficult to process all these things? Why would they want this case to embarrass the country? Why would they want this thing to tear down the country? Why would they want it to affect the country? Because at the end of the day, because of one family, they want to jeopardize the serious ambition, something serious about other people's family. It's unacceptable. How many souls, how many individuals will they want you, the public, and the system of justice to punish unjustly because they want to receive cover up? All the people trying to cover up these people, they are not just unfit. They are not loyal to the country. They are not loyal to all of us. And the moment we have a credible lead against them, we need to storm those people and let them know that they don't have a place in this country. They are doing too much in this case. And it's going to get there. All these are things that normally we're just going to be filing and be sending to the right and relevant institutions for them to review too and establish a serious case that Nigerians are yearning for. So that when things go south, they'll be able to know that this is the injustice that is justice system and the law enforcement were aiding and abetting. And that will place the Nigerian people, Nigerian youth, into a legitimately aggrieved society. And the government will not blame anybody when it gets to that time. They will only have to blame themselves. I know certainly for sure that this government is not a government of murderers, and they don't have murderers amongst them. They're not encouraging murderers. But there are some few elements that are with them that are using the name of that they know people, one or two persons in government, and they want to mess up the country. They don't care about the hard work of the president. They don't care about the hard work of the first lady. They don't care about the hard work of the SACO, the presidency. They just want to satisfy their own selfish aggrandizement, and that is pure nonsense that they have been doing. This is a terrible, pathetic liar. This woman is a terrible, disgusting liar, and she needs to be properly investigated. I can tell you for free in Lagos, nothing was done. We're getting to that stage. She needs to be properly processed. She would have to. I don't care. They have to do it. Whoever is saying that they shouldn't, that person is just that far away. She's going to go down with it. He or she is going to go down. Trust me.
I know it's not still I had the intention of recording it, but I just had to do the recording because his intention was really bad. Yeah. And for him to have thought of something like that, I feel like this man does not have my best interest at heart. Well, I was so fortunate to be in Mohbad that I had to make the right to put that thing on record.
But that essentially means that your father-in-law wanted to accuse you of murdering your husband.
He has tried. There is nothing he has not said. So when he got to realize I chose my brother, but I know that prepared that last thing, he stopped that poisoning.
That's number one. We'll come and see another lies of her. Another lie of her.
Okay. And Damola confirmed that he was the one that started Adura, which is my brother-in-law. So Damola even told me that probably he was telling him to lie at the police station. Yes.
Can you imagine?
After duty, it's always mentioned.
At the police station, number one, they set a trap for me in Ogombo. As you all are aware, did I go to Ogombo? Number one. Number two, did I know any Damola? She said, I asked her to lie. I asked Damola to lie, but yet, as at this time, he didn't know that I'm still going to arrest the same Damola and Adura and all of them. But you can see how this media houses, though one of those people that encourage this nonsense, she's out of this institution. There's serious cabal, but what they are trying to do is to diffuse them first. In every power they hold, so that this thing and this justice can sail through. They need to keep them naked. Because most of these people are already capitalizing. I want to gbé ìjọba ìṣubú tó máa gba iṣẹ́ àbáyẹn jẹ. Àwọn tó súnmọ́ wọn náà ló máa fẹ́ lò. Àwọn tó yẹ kó wọ́n ti wò pé ibi báyìí lè ká wọn wà. Àwọn tó ti lọ máa negotiate pẹ̀lú. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wà? Tó bá ṣe nǹkan báyìí pẹ̀lú wa, wọ́n ló máa gbádùn position báyìí tàbá wà ń bẹ̀. Because they will know that to defeat somebody like Aṣíwájú, they will need to go into his circle, and anything that they think they can bring him down, they will find people that are very close. So, Baba, just do it. Help us. But act like Cynthia, you are with the president, you are with the family, but destroying indirectly. So it's at the end of the day, you could realize they went about, they brought her on this particular TV station. You can imagine lying. That me, I told Damola to lie against her. What is my own? What's my business with any Damola? As you all can see, does it look like I told the Damola that? But look at the lie to Losome, a terrible Wunmi, a care begeji by Irolo this way. Wunmi Cynthia Adura, Iro Buruko Rambo, Iro Labi, Toba Loibo, Irolo Batupadabi. Our family Irolo Bakara Lekolo, Iro, Olabashi Batupada Loyu. You will know certainly Boleru. Ninu Oroku, but only a Boleru. I can tell you boldly. Because Iro Buruku is important. Look at the lie. That me, I told Damola.
Trying to get like he has sent to numerous voice notes. They give me. He even called his mom. His mommy also like his mommy was literally crying on the phone and asking my permission. And I told them that I don't have anything to do. And all I want is just for you to get my brother. I don't have the practice. And so it told me that your family asked me to, you should mention that you should keep on talking about Adura. That Adura was the one that did it, but he said it was not going to work. And in fact, he has been charged. Yeah, this is another guy has been charged because he has confessed to the judge, but he has been trying to talk to my brother-in-law to drop the case, and he has reached out to my.
Who is Adura to drop the case?
And he has done so many things.
And these people are being deceived. I don't know the kind of lawyers they are having. In this particular case that got Damola into court, it's because even some of the police officers that they are trying to even tout around and bribe. It's because those ones are not even informed or educated enough. Normally, even if you write a petition to police, that doesn't mean you will be the complainant when the case is going to be charged to court. You that you are the complainant might be the defendant. And in this kind of case, I wrote to the police first. I am supposed to be the complainant. The Adura is not meant to be the complainant in any way. So I'm so disgusted. That's one Shedrack Nabo trying to position Adura, who held the video of what potentially took Mohbad's life in his phone. And you were there protecting that phone on whose order I don't know, and you still went to charge the case to court, keeping the same Adura as complainant. There is no way the case will fly in any court. Adura and Damola will be the defendant, and I'm going to be the complainant. Because for whatever it is, he said he kept the phone. The video was in his phone before he sold it to Damola. He said he deliberately left his phone open. He said he deliberately did not sign out of his iCloud. He said he owns the phone. And that same person is now going to you as a police officer. And you are presenting the person as a complainant. Some things are embarrassment to the Nigerian police force. And when it's not just an embarrassment to police force, it's a serious cankerworm to the Nigerian society. Sorry, hold on. Hello. Hello, ma. Hello. Ciao, yes, sir. She go already live. She got the best of our audience. See me. She got the best of our audience. Go already live. Check Bobby. Hello. She got the best of our audience in our live shows, eh? I'm on live. She got the best of our audience in him. Hold on, guys. ẹ̀yin lè bá mi kọ lẹ́tà sí president àbí ohun tẹ́mi sọ jẹ́ irọ́. So at the end of the day, look at her lying on national TV that èmi sọ pé gbogbo eléyìí will go into anyway in laterally.
Just lying and trying to defame you and making money like that. How many people from the account are you aware of?
I think it's one. My phone and my father-in-law open.
Did they give you any money from the GoFundMe account?
No.
Children?
No. The child?
Your daughter?
Your son.
What? Sorry, let me say. Were you giving any money from the GoFundMe account to support your son?
No. So, and since then, the Damola guys, the case is in court. I think the case was adjourned so much. He has confessed, but he has been trying to reach out to everybody, to beg us, and your family, who happens to know the truth, has been out there creating different narratives to people. And a lot of people tend to be, they've been giving him a lot, they've been contributing so much money to him. I just wanted, I don't want the people giving him money.
Because same narrative, same pattern.
Where the phone is, I want him to see the video so that at least these people stop giving him their money. Because I'm like presently, trust me, there are some people that.
He said they asked me, listen carefully, guys.
Boss and your family, who happens to know the truth, has been out there creating different narratives to people. And a lot of people tend to be, they've been giving him a lot, they've been contributing so much money to him. And he just wanted, I don't want the people giving him money. They should not be telling him to go to better.
Tell him to go to where?
I want him to see the video so that at least these people stop giving him their money. Because
shame on you, Wunmi. This is the person you claim is the husband we are fighting for. By now, me more delay. I don't know the kind of people that actually raise people like you. Apart from the fact that you lied against me, you're saying that you want me to go to Ikeja because they believe that at the commissioner of police, they've deceived them that if they see that Yomi, they know how to handle him, they will squeeze him, they will do that. So she's gallivanting. They have the power to even, if they want to destroy the president, they will destroy him. They are the one that put the president there. How long protect him? She's now gallivanting. Yomi, go to that command that they should show the video. Now the question is this: Nigerians, did we go to command or not? You saw us when we went to command. Let me see if I can get the video. But you all know we went to command. We went to command. I don't know, but yeah, because social media don't want to leverage. Okay, Yomi Fabi is with us on social media. Let us just be rubbishing him the way we can. I went to the same command. You all saw it. Because people like this, they lack dignity and some level of integrity. She could not cover her face in shame and say, your family was there. Met with the commissioner. So did they show him the phone? What happened? I'm ashamed of this type of people. These are the people he was tattooing on his body. You might have gotten one actress, one this person, one person in police, one person in in PRO, police, whatever, giving you support, one royalty, one took over, and they are not in any way public, Nigerian public. Because CBT Nigerian public will storm. They will storm the place once saw the hour. When it is time, when the time is ripe, except they just back up from people like you and get you to go and pay for your crime. Because all this old nonsense that you are doing, lying against me. You are lying that just the same way one bookie Jesse working with Baba Mohbad, all of them, they don't want to connive and connect and deceive the public. Only God, who is giving her information? When they were looking for a way to divert me from pursuing that stuff, only a minute, Emile, Miss Okweki, DJ Bami, And I'm putting my life on the line today. It's my phone call let my you see me show me. You can use TikTok to determine my fame and test my popularity. Everyone now was set out my phone call. Go and check my record. I am determined to pursue justice and the truth because it concerns my country, it concerns the life of your innocent child, your parents that are weak, concerns your son, your daughter. That is what I'm fighting for. I'm not fighting for the nonsense you all are thinking. And I never said I will fight it and be here forever. I will fight it, play my part, and get out. Somebody else will continue. But I want to contribute my quota. The same liars àti Wunmi àti Bukky Kiriko Jesse àti gbogbo wọn yẹn wọ́n kàn parọ́ bàbá Mohbad irọ́ ni gbogbo kàn pa ń tọrọ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ́ mọ́ bí tí ò tọ́wọ́ by now. What is my business with all those ones? Me rí wọn rí mi mọ̀ wọ́n rí. She started by posting. Tó bá yẹ kó wà Nàìjíríà ni a ti mọ̀ lára nǹkan tó máa ti gbẹ̀rìn jìnnà. N tó post ìjọ yẹn Yomi Fabi went ask Kiriko to go and steal phone. Nígbà mo gbọ́ pé ó ti náwọn kéèsì kan lọ́mú kan kó yẹn fi yẹn lẹ̀ mi lè má dára mi láàmú. Owó tó yẹ kí n máa fi wá nǹkan gidi kí n wá òótọ́ fún justice Mohbad kí n tún máa ná lórí kíní kan wọn á gbé tó ń sìn á máa fọwọ́ gbá yàn wọn náà fọwọ́ gbá yàn fọwọ́ gbá gí òbò wọn ní Yomi Fabi kan ló rán wọn lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. So I am only going to be particular about those that are directly obstructing justice. Èèyàn kan fọ̀tọ́ lẹ́nu ó ń dárúkọ mi kiri ayé ò pọ̀ rárá o n tó máa nà yín wà lára yín later. If you come in the way of my justice and I need to pursue my own justice, my own right, I will pursue it. But you're going to sọkọtọkọtọ ẹ parọ́ owó ẹ parọ́ gbogbo ẹ ọwọ́ later ni. This is too disgusting. The same Bukky came out and said Yomi Fabi asked the Jebami to go and steal the phone. Mo wo mo dákẹ́. That might not be able to work. Maybe the Jebami is looking like Koleshe. All of them were fidgeting. They switched on to the Damola, and at the end of the day, even from the testimony of the Perez doctor, you know certainly that Mohbad never died on the 12th. A normal, honest police officer and us, a court will determine and conclude immediately, and they will deliver the judgment. This person down way from this expert ento Fojuri Mohbad, but report to Kole. In spite of the fact that the doctor went to the coroner inquest and gave oral reports, this guy was in stage 4. I cannot trade my certificate for some terrible criminal saying our land in Nigeria, our land in Bako, Pyro. The doctor removed himself from the equation. Let me play my part. They can't threaten him. He came out and said his own truth, and it's confirmed. We have a camera. Yet the Lagos State Police, the SCID, they don't want to pick up on those stuff. At the inquest, the lawyer of the Baba, all of them were not pushing for the video to come and so that the judge can see. So that we can see all they do. We can see Mohbad's body. Everybody Charlie told you just 40 minutes ago. Now what it go by? Everybody the panla. And what is rigor mortis? Go and check, go and listen to the stuff. Rigor mortis has stages. You can't just say rigor mortis, you must tell us the particular stage it was. A doctor will tell you with what I'm seeing, this is the stage it is. He examined it and he gave his own account. So look at all this own nonsense. I mean, justice for Mohbad. I don't know who has deceived them. I just thought, let's help. Somebody needs help. And in a case like this, and it took panic all my job, and I don't know who did. So I'm just going to be doing my own to support any Tiole sorrow. That is the way, and that is the hallmark of a society. That is how we should be raising the society. Now, when people are weak and they don't have a voice, those of you that have strength and voice, you will give the person a voice and you support the police and government to ensure that the truth is established. That is how we should be raising our children. Every day we'll be spreading fear. Preaching you fundamental human rights, civic social responsibility. Look at the old lies. This is another video. I don't know if you guys can see it. These are the barrier.
ṣé ti rí ó ti fún ẹ máa wo ọwọ́ ẹ̀ gidi ẹni tó fún un tó lo noodles black yẹn mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wò dáadáa.
àwọn industry god náà lélẹ̀ yìí o àwọn industry god náà ló ju level oúnjẹ lẹ́kẹ̀rú sórí sàárè Mohbad. All these things were planned and was an agreement within the entire family before the public started demanding justice for Mohbad. At that point, there was still synergy. Ó sì lọ gbàdúrà lẹ́yìn tó ju lẹ́yìn tí gẹ́ ju aṣọ funfun àti àwọn àdó burúkú sórí olórí Mohbad. Ó tún lọ gbàdúrà lẹ́nu bàbá Mohbad tó ń jà fún Mohbad sí. At the end of the day, o tó fẹ́ máa padà wá sí wá fẹ́ withdraw easily dẹ̀ bẹ́ àwọn ọmọ tí yín sínú ilé. Ìsìn èèyàn wá wò ó ń ju level tẹ́ bá lọ wo ojú ẹ̀ ní ó jọ sòmù yẹn bàjẹ́. If you go and check this video, ó jọ sòmù yẹn bí olórí burúkú. Wíwá àwọn máa pa ilé máa jáde. Tọ́wọ́ bá pa èmi o, ọ̀dẹ̀ lè rí mi pa. Torí ìgbà lọ́ pa kò kí ṣàwò. Eléyìí máa jáde. Gbogbo lọ́dọọdọ tẹ́ ń tán àwọn èèyàn láti jọjọ́ yìí. Àti ilẹ̀ lèmi ò ti gbà. Mo kàn láti I need to just know what is on ground. Kí n tó mọ bí tí mo fẹ́ sá sí, ta ni mo fẹ́ dúró tì, ta ni mo tẹ́mi bá ti mọ̀ pé mi ò ṣojú ṣáájú mi ò ráyè àṣàgá lọ́kì o. Now look at it. Kò ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ grand mọ̀ sí mi lélẹ̀. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi tó ti sin Mohbad lélẹ̀. So wọ́n dé aṣọ funfun láàrin 48 kó tiẹ̀ pé 48 hours ẹ ti ṣe level aṣọ gbogbo ẹ ti pé ẹ kálá o industry gods ẹ lágbára gan ẹ ti sáré pípé aṣọ funfun fún Wunmi ó lóun náà ní ààbọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó protect lójú ayé ẹni tó gbé lọ hospital nígbà tó kú tó ẹrù lọ hospital nígbà tó tún yá ń ṣe ó fẹ́ kú wọ́n ní kí lẹ ju aṣọ fún ó lóun fi protect ẹ ó dẹ̀ bọ́ sétí ẹ̀yin tẹ pera yín lọ́mọ Nàìjíríà Yorùbá people ẹ̀ dẹ̀ dákẹ́. Àwọn wèrè journalists àwọn media houses náà fún wọn ní audience and they are making a mess of this when the consequence is waiting for the country. Tí ogun kìíní ìbámadé tí ogun ẹ̀ bámadé ọmọ ẹlòmíì máa ní ẹ̀hó ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́mọdún mẹ́rin márùn-ún méje ẹ̀hó díẹ̀ ó lè tó 7 inches. Ẹ wá rí pé báyìí náà máa pẹ́ ní governor ẹ̀ ní commissioner of health wọ́n máa ní èwo rẹ̀ èèmọ̀ wọ̀ dúró tó bá di time yẹn bí ti máa jókòó sí máa wẹ́bí òdìlé. Because ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan bí wà kọjá physical ẹ jẹ́ káwọn family kan fi ti kó rẹ̀ bá orílẹ̀-èdè àti àyíwò pé kí ló bẹ́tà kí wọ́n ẹ jọra wọn president sáré kiri kí ló lè dá àwọn family kan wọ́n ṣe level káàkiri wọ́n tọ̀yìn ẹni tó wò sùsùn okú Mohbad wọ́n ní ìta ló sùn o because the death certificate wọ́n ní Wunmi yẹn mú sọ́wọ́ Wunmi tó lè máṣọ funfun wá sójú olórí kò lè mú death certificate sílẹ̀ kò mú doctor's report sílẹ̀ tó lè fi gbé òkú Mohbad sí mortuary wọ́n dẹ̀ ń tọ́yìn so bàbá yẹn máa sọ fún yín sí pé I went to the house I saw BLOD I saw crowd I saw that my son was already embalmed mo bèrè pé nurse tó gún mọ́ mi padà where is the nurse that injected my son today they didn't provide the nurse you saw that your son within 2-3 hours your son was already embalmed. Ask yourself the honest questions if you are going to be if you want to really make it in life as a father. No matter how emotional you can be, you can't deceive yourself when it gets to people are there already. Your wife, everybody. A man will always be a man in a situation like that. I have never seen where they start making excuse for a man, a grown-up man, that it cannot be composed. Same man got there, found out that his son, a star, within 2-3 hours that they told him that something is wrong with him, they've already took him back home. They already embalmed him. Why this was on the way? Everywhere they embalmed my son. I got him, I found him not in his bedroom, under the staircase. Under the staircase. Emma, Mumbo, yes, I jealous you go back. I jealous you go back now. What he just so pa. As a father, you came, you saw your son under the staircase. He claimed he saw BLOD. He saw broken railing. He asked, you took him to 2 hospitals. So why did you bring him back home? Is his house mortuary? Okay, now let's assume that, okay, They were so foolish. They brought the body home. He asked, where is the nurse? What happened to my son? They said he had scratch because he hit his hand on the glass. Where is the hand? You saw small scratch here. So the question is, why is that BLOD too much here? They didn't tell you the source of the BLOD. And they are showing you this hand. No matter how emotional a father is, you will go from being emotional to become a defender of your child. Don't tell me that. Well, excuse me. What are you saying? This crash is why there is this BLOD. You, Wunmi, why were your face swollen? The Wunmi her face was swollen. And then the next thing is, okay, now let's assume, I want to take the boy to mortuary. Where is the doctor's report that you're given? So that I can present it to the police. And the worst part of it that made me so angry, where is the nurse that injected my son? What was injected in his body? At least that bottle where the nurse extracted the injection will still be in the house. She wouldn't have extracted it from her home. She would have extracted it inside Mohbad's house. A father will say, where are the bottles? Can I have the bottles? Since he said he got there few hours, the nurse wouldn't have hid the bottles. If Adura was not active, the Baba will say, okay, where are the bottles? Maybe you made a mistake and you were practically injecting it with poison. You don't know. Can I see the bottles? No matter how uneducated the father is, he will still ask, let me see the bottles. And by the time he picked up the bottles, he was okay, don't worry. But the sad reality is that as at the time the father, he said he got there, he never met the nurse. The nurse had gone home. If it was that Tuesday, 12th, the nurse can never go home. But it's because it's a lie. There's nothing like 12. No nurse on the 12th. All the old stuff we all saw, and they announced Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. It was staged. And one of the key players is the Damola Inde Abim, Wunmi, Cynthia Adebanjo, Adura, Shedrack Aloba, and Boluwatife, otherwise known as Darusha. Those are the key players in that fake announcement and all those hogwash that happened on Tuesday, 12th of September. Of course, the parents, they played along. For whatever reason, for whatever it is that they did, they played along. Àwọn mẹ́ta tó wà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìtọ́ dúró tó agree. Darusha, Baba Mohbad, àti Ìyá Mohbad. They know what they did personally lẹ́yìn. Because on a good day, they will never want to include the wife. Torí bàbá yẹn máa dúró dòpó ó di èèwọ̀. Òun ò ní bá dúró káwọn ọjọ́ ládéhùn kọ̀ọ̀kan láyé. The biggest and the most deep-rooted spiritual agreement was within those three people. Tó bá ń gbọ́n wọn gbọ́n bí tó wà. Wọ́n lè mọ̀ pé ní táwọn bá dí àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó wà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dì nìyẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan tó lè dìyẹn wo ẹ máa padà tú. Gbogbo ẹ máa padà tú mo fọlọ́run bàbúrà. The spirit of that boy is asking for vengeance. Number one person tó ń béèrè for justice is Mohbad. And number one person that is seeking vengeance, that is asking, I don't want to go back into that soil until the truth is established, is Mohbad. He knows who are responsible for what happened to him. He wants justice to run. He wants the police to do the right thing. Because all realize many people have been punished wrongly because of him. He doesn't want it to continue. He knows. And that is why I'm appealing to the Nigerian Police Force, the Inspector General of Police, to do the due diligence and not betray the president at this stage. Because from all indication, it shows that Ewumbelo Kolonge, there is a risk out there against this government in this Mohbad's case. And if anybody will truly care about this government, they should be up and doing and ensuring that the truth is established so that they diffuse whatever they are planning against this government, penetrate the next election. Maybe they are waiting for key embassies to quite quickly tell them that this is what is going on. And then, don't mind, I don't know what would have happened. I can't vouch. But I've been honest and loyal to the president. I've been honest to the family of the president. Maybe if they understand the concept of loyalty, they will know what I'm trying to do and what I'm saying at this moment. Because that's the truth. ẹ wo lọ burúkú ọmọ ìpa kan wò láti jọ yìí bá ń ṣe pé àwọn tẹjọ ń ṣe fíìmù tó ń fún ní irú backup wọ́n ṣe náà dọ̀dọ̀ kò sí kan dọ̀tí láwọn yẹn máa ṣe ọgbọ́n ẹ lọ́wọ́ padà wọ́n máa padà sẹ́gi o.
nígbà tí ó fẹ́ fún ní kinní yẹn ẹ máa wo bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ẹ máa wo ọwọ́ woman tí ẹni tó mú Wùmí dání woman yẹn ló mú Wùmí dání mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wo ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tẹ́ rí tẹ́ bá ti ń wò ẹni tó mú Wùmí dání yẹn tí Wùmí ó faṣọ bo Wùmí lo fìlà scarf white woman yẹn náà lo scarf white woman yẹn mú aṣọ tí Wùmí fẹ́ jù sínú burial ground yẹn dání bọ̀ mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wò dáadáa mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wò nígbà tó bá débẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wo bí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn bó ṣe ní àárín èrò tó wà yẹn mo fẹ́ kí ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí ẹ wò gbà tí woman yẹn bó ṣe rí pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tí ó ti mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ti wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn so mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wò ẹ ti rí ẹ̀yin náà ti rí bó ṣe fún ṣe ti rí bó ṣe fún mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wò dáadáa ẹ máa rí bí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ṣe lo ọwọ́ woman yẹn ti ń bọ̀ látọ̀kan ó ti ṣe ẹ máa wò ní ìsìn ẹ wò ṣe ẹ ti rí ó ti fún woman yẹn ti sáré gbà ó ti bọ̀ ní aṣọ yẹn.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Àjèjì ọwọ́ kò gbẹ́rù dórí. There is no way a single hand can lift up a luggage to the head. It requires 1, 2, 3 other hands. And this is what we're talking about. So we need these people to tell us, which role did the industry gods play in this? We want to know. I'm not writing anybody out. But at the end of the day, we should also ask ourselves another salient question. Why did Wunmi with the old noise, even this DNA stuff? Why is she not releasing this audio that I played earlier that she said she has? Why is she not releasing the audio? It's because most of the people trying to give her support or niche shape. They assume that social media is an ability to do all sort of nonsense. It is not making any sense. A lot of people that are faking it and are still working with us here, they're trying to. Some people are like, it must fail, it must fail. I have good news for you. Justice for Mohbad will not fail. Mohbad is going to get justice. Put them on because I understand the workings of government. And I know that when I keep hammering on the fact that Mohbad will get justice and he'll get it the right way, I know what I'm equally saying. Until that moment, what I meant by Mohbad getting justice and getting it the right way. Like saying junks and nonsense about people like us. I can tell you for free. It's very close, you will see. Very close, you'll see. So these are the series of lies and everything. This lady was asked, why did you throw clothes into the grave? Because I wanted to use it to protect him. But when she was going to speak to me through the elder brother, she was saying, oh, my mom gave it to me. I don't even know what it means. If you saw the way, you need to see the way she was just talking with so much arrogance. I can give birth to her. But the same level. I don't understand the total. So, whatever the case may be, that is what we have now. And let's go for another one. I want to play this particular interview too.
It took like 2-3 hours. I'm always really like, yo, let's record this shit, you know. And I feel like for a lot of people, they will be like, let's call it a day. But he didn't. Just stayed there. Me, I just rushed. I arranged normal abacha, arranged, you know, things that I thought he would like, just to make sure that he understand that I appreciate that he's, waiting. You know, waiting for me, waiting for this thing to happen. And then at the end of the day, through God, it was able to come up. And then we recorded. After we recorded, he was very happy. Me, I was happy. The next day, I was like, "Yo, I heard the record. I was like, yo, broski, this is a jam," and he felt the same way. We're like making plans on releasing. We're supposed to create content on the 10th. He died on the 11th. So if he hadn't gone for the show that he had with Cubana Chief Priest, probably would have been at Mines, because he had come back from London from.
I want to believe you heard that he died on the 11th. The 11th is Monday, and I'll play my mom Brad stuff. I'll still go further on this. Iyabo, ìyá tó lóun bí Mohbad fún rẹ̀ o. Àwọn mú nǹkan lẹ̀ o. Ìyá yẹn, mo ṣe pé èmi ò ní parọ́ fún yín, mo ṣe pé kò ní pain tó carry. Ẹrù ayé ni wọ́n dìde lórí. But betrayal is betrayal. Mohbad sang 10 years I don't see mommy. And at the end of the day, even when he died, 2 years now, in Mohbad's case, I can't see the mother. All she was selling, she started with the truth. And I will come and hear.
Lieutenant, this Lord, Saturday, mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kúrò níbí báyìí. Tó kú níjọ́ Monday yẹn o. Nǹkan tí mo fi kúrò níbí báyìí Saturday.
Tó kú níjọ́ o. He said I left his place on Saturday, and then he died on Monday. Monday is on the 11th. Same thing. So this musician, was a player, this said the same thing, echoed the same sentiments. This is a mother. Mothers will never forget. She can't miss it. This was the early stage when the heat was high. She was acting like Mohbad's mother here. Before they brought some natural truth to her and they made her to become not something less of a mother. But I know certainly this woman will speak to herself at some point. Maybe she would have to cry in her closet and still admit, a mother should never betray the child. If what the other child did, let the truth be established. You might not push your son out, but you will not block it. But when it's now between your two children and the truth and the government, it is important for the mother to say, at this point, I will not go out and start screaming, yes, he did it. But if it is coming, I will still not leave you, my son. But I have taught you guys. I don't know why you get involved in this. But how you people got into this whole mess, I don't know. What made you go into this? Because it's not going to go. And it is going to be wrong for me to be seen doing this to my other son. If it is a different ball game, nobody, anybody would deceive her that you are playing the role of a mother. I felt Iyabo, when the public and the law is speaking the truth here, and you're trying to cover up here because whatever they see they must have done. See how Baba direct share le ma sọ fún tí ìsà òkú bá fẹ́ gbèjà. Tí àwọn òkú bá dìde tó fẹ́ gbèjà Mohbad tó fẹ́ ná gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní ẹ̀pà ṣe fẹ́ dá wọn dúró ni. You might deceive the public and the law of the land. Can you deceive the graves when the natural justice is coming? Ṣé lè dá dúró ni? Unfortunately, ntẹ́wá ṣe yẹn ó lè padà tó wá kó bẹ́yìn gan. The consequence might be severe. Spirit Mohbad lè ya anybody tó tiẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń dà láàmú ó lè yà wọ́n wéèrè pé nǹkan fẹ́ kẹsẹ̀ lẹ́yà kẹ́ tó kú. Cause àwọn ọba ìpé ohun tó ti lè mẹ́yìn tẹ́ dà mí kí ló wá lè wà mẹ́. Mo ti wà á pò tọ́ mo ti wà á pò agbára. I can't believe this is murder. But whatever it is, look at what she came to do at my press conference. It's quite appalling. Listen up. Listen up.
Ó fẹ́ lọ sí ṣò ó dé bẹ̀ mí tẹ́ǹtì sí ẹ tí mo lọ gbọ́ ó máa bẹ̀ mí á ní kí n má ti lọ mo wá ní ṣé kò ní jẹ́ kí n lọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ní ọjọ́ Sunday pé mo ti lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì fún 2 weeks pé mo fẹ́ lọ gbàdúrà pé mo ti lose ara mi pé mi lọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì torí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mo wá dárúkọ wá ṣe ní kí n lọ ìbá má kúrò bí báyìí torí wà tíyàwó ẹ̀ wọ́n ń tàn mí tí bá lọ bá promise mo ti fẹ́ máa lọ fún mi lówó kò fún mi torí pé kí n má lọ kò tí fún mi lówó oúnjẹ ní máa fún.
She said me ìbá má kúrò. I feel a pain there. I can tell you at this point, this woman is genuine at this point. She's feeling the guilt. Bama lọ kí ni mo tún fọmọ ìsílẹ̀ fún again. Àwọn ọ̀yá mi wà áńgẹ́lì lọ́lọ́run dá wọn sí ayé ọmọ wọn yàtọ̀ sí pé wọ́n jẹ́ ìyá. Yes, expander. She's speaking her truth here. Keto saw the Keto saw the Dakuda, because this is not the person I was saying when I was pursuing this case. In the stage during the international press conference, when she could not hold it, she saw the determination of justice fighters in the hall. She thought I was going to waver. She said, well, let them arrest everybody. Let them arrest everybody, including the wife. Because she cannot continue to lie. She's feeling the pain that I am a mother. I'm putting myself in a precarious situation. Why am I protecting this nonsense? Can't I allow now? Tó bá jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tó ń bí nìyẹn kọ́ ṣé òun fẹ́ bọ́lọ̀ ṣé òun fẹ́ dọ́lọ́ lẹ́bi ni. Kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí, but ohun tó ń ṣe yìí is a taboo. She will go to her privacy. Why ìyá ẹ̀ máa wọnú ilé á sunkún pé kí ni mo ṣe? Ṣé mi jẹun epo ṣé wọn ò jẹun ata ọmọ yìí ni? Ẹ gbàgbé kó kọrin. I can use my mom's story to write movie. Láì tí ṣe ìyá mi gbọ́dọ̀ dáríjì mi. No matter how angry am I to my mother, normally a child will say, Mom, the fact that you kept me in your belly for 9 months, you breastfeed me. That's the beginning, that's the foundation. Whatever I'm doing now, that is the foundation. You give me the foundation. So whatever I be, whatever happen after, then do we have opportunity to write the story? Then they are writing it. 10 years I don't see mommy, but say mommy yẹn ló gba shop fún. Say mommy yẹn ló fẹ́ lọ store, ló fẹ́ lọ fi shop wọn sí. But Ọlọ́run ti wò pé ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ dúró dáadáa. Wọ́n fẹ́ da yín lọ́lá kọ́ da yín lóko oúnjẹ Monday ìjọ yẹn lọ́gbẹ̀mí ọmọ yín. Ẹ wò dáadáa, ẹ rábàbà kẹ́ súnmọ́ lọ. Níbo ni mo ti kọsẹ̀? Ọmọ ta ni mo ti lọ fi ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu mi ṣèkà fún tí mi ò mọ̀. O dẹ̀ dáríjì mi má jẹ́ sunkún lórí ẹ̀wọ̀n mọ̀. But whatever role those ones played in the house, they will pay. Because why on that Monday that you are supposed to be established? Ẹlòmíì tó ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi lórí social media. Ó ló bí a ó ti lọ. Wọ́n mú òótọ́ o. They saw that we are doing the right thing. They keep taking advantage of the fact that they saw an actor coming to be with them on the same panel stuff. They are trying to even distort the truth. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò ṣe ni. Ìyẹn ogún ọdún á máa gbóná. Hello, our cooler, I don't know about design cooler. Those coolers, they are always very hot. Check those things that are faced in this whole stuff. It is the will of God, and I keep escaping all those traps. Kiri mo wa kiri, ma lọ London be twice. Kò sí pọ̀dún kan mo ti lọ London méjì. Normally on a good day, previously I go anytime I like for a serious problem. But this one I have nothing doing there. I can't go to parties, I can't do many things I love to do. I built my house, a new house, I abandoned it. Maybe tomorrow I'll ask them to do live. Can you call off you? Maybe some people even understand. Tomorrow I will ask them to do live. Cause live and I'm here fighting for Mohbad. My house is dilapidating, and some people are still castigating. When you lack conscience, you will realize that you are making a whole lot of mistakes. Mohbad is going to get justice. They would have arrested me with my son 5 days ago. Ṣé o káàkiri London nìyẹn? Ẹlòmí bó ṣe pàdé sí Nàìjíríà ló wà ìlara ni inú ti ń bí wọn. Nígbà tá a dé sí story change. Mo wọ́n fi gáàpù sí. The case I'm pursuing is direct. If I want to go into anything that has to do with those in the WhatsApp, later on nìyẹn. But we have a clear-cut case here.
Welcome back. That was Yomi Fabi. Yomi Fabi, actor, activist. Now, he might not be a perfect person, obviously. There are times, in the journey of any struggle, there are some utterances, there are some action that might be misconstrued, and in fact, people might even judge your action and then see some kind of insincerity here and there. There might be ways that you deliver your speech, your thoughts, that it might not be conveyed in the right or proper. But the thing is, are you really for what you are for? Are you really for the truth? Still on justice for Mohbad. Now, he has been able to bring out some video and audio of Cynthia where she put out some vague and irresponsible lies. Yes. During the course of justice for Mohbad, Mohbad's father put out some unsubstantiated utterances, and she also did the same. But here, people donated a lot of money. He is just an online activist. He is just this, is just that. Is that. Now, the latest that is going on right now is that she said she wants to do maternal DNA in case, or maybe she's just using that to stall or to find a way to fleece members of the public. I mean, those that are in support of her shenanigans, to give her money, that she wants to do maternal DNA because that child was not born in a hospital, but the child was born in one obscure, unknown tradomedical center, in one forest bush, under the sea, under the drainage somewhere, I don't know. So she wants to make sure that DNA is conducted. She's no longer afraid of the hospital. She wants to get DNA done because the man that is afraid of the hospital is no longer alive. So she wants to get DNA done. And once that DNA is done and it is shown and proven that that child belongs to her, then she can now go on with the test, the paternal test, the one that will bring to light if that child is Mohbad's own or not. It is quite unfortunate, very unfortunate, very unfortunate. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you take your time, like to peruse over it, to kind of look inward and see deeper into it, you will realize that this world is full of wickednesses. It is full of utter wickedness, evil beyond human comprehension. It is so sad. It is so sad. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what you think about this. Life is full of wickedness. Life is full of mystery. What a wicked world. What a wicked world. A world where, in fact, I don't know. I don't know what you think of what is going on. Like, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Well, Yomi Fabi wants to press and push on this matter. He wants to press and push, like, to get rid of that has been kind of stamped on him. He wants to get rid. He wants to go like, I'm going to deal with this. The police is supposed to take action on this. The police is going to take action on that. And anytime he comes out to speak passionately, people will be like, Yomi Fabi is pained. I don't know what has caused this stigma. Maybe because of the craft. Maybe what, his acting thing or whatever. They see them as mysterious people, beggy, this and that. Like, those guys don't have moral something. I don't know. There is something that somehow has not given Yomi Fabi that grace, that people don't look at him and then connect to him in that way. I just do not know. There is something. Because whenever Yomi Fabi comes, like, what he's saying here is like real. Like, look, these are some of the utterances of this girl, Cynthia, some of the utterances that she put out there that are not true, said it on national television, and these things do not sound like right. These things are not correct. He is handling it and talking about it, apart from his protest, the one he did in Abuja, and how he sacrificed and put his time and everything, all of it on the line to get justice for Mohbad. He's talking about it too. Yeah, he's talking about it. So when you compare and contrast and you look at it all, the only reason why this is so, like we are where we are today, is because the police refused to do the needful. If things were done as it should be done, if they kicked the doors down and made sure that everyone is rounded up, forensics are done appropriately, grilled, interrogated, all of them, we will not be having all of this discussion. We'll only be reporting on the progress of it and the intrigues of it. But fortunately, that is not what it is. That is why we have online investigators and, interrogators, people brainstorming. Fabi put himself physically, availed himself. But the issue of funds to put things together, how, he might have his own way of like, okay, you know what? Let me avail myself, press and push until people know, like, he was hoping that was, but he was not allowed to manage anything. They held him down like, man, you are still limited. We will not allow you that freedom. Don't think that providing your time and putting your NGO forward and all of that, don't think that NGO Break the Silence Foundation, I don't know, maybe it's the Break the Silence Foundation, the NGO thing that got people upset. I still don't know. That kind of made them suspicious. Like, people are kind of suspicious. No, Fabi. Some people, it gets him frustrated at times. He will ask, like, I don't know, is it because I brought myself down low? I'm an actor and I'm this and that. I brought myself. The more he continuously says this thing, the more people begin to look at him like, you're an actor. So what? Why are you? Actor. As in, like, that's because Nigerians do not respect actor. They might like you, hype you on the street. They don't see you like, what are you as actor of what? I don't know which of it, where he went wrong. I can't really point to. I just know that there is something. Maybe that is what he has to go through. I don't know. That does not connect to people 100%. That makes it quick and easy for people to lash at him. To him, he probably feels, and people just feel like, yes, let us throw shade, let us attack, let us just rubbish these people that always feel like they are something. It makes us feel good that that Fabi, I told him off. That is what he has concluded. But against all odds, he is really keeping it alive. Let's be sincere. He has taken necessary steps here and there that I know, that I've seen on this journey of justice for Mohbad. He has done what some people will not do, things that they might not even kind of want to, you know what I mean? Things that people might not really pay attention to. He has done some of it. He has really tried. Does it mean that he might not turn rogue? It is possible that one day he might just decide to be useless, like not really truthful about justice. It is possible. It is possible that one day he might decide not to want to add value to justice for Mohbad. Maybe he'll be carried away. But from the look of things, from what he's saying, is like, I'm into justice for Mohbad for the long run. I'm not into justice for Mohbad for money. I'm not into justice for Mohbad to cloud chase. I'm not into justice for Mohbad. I have a bigger vision. And it is that I'm chasing and pursuing. I have a vision. And I want to serve. I want to do my own bit. Does it mean that it might not compromise tomorrow? No, that we cannot bank on that. Anybody can turn rogue. But right now, what I know is that he's really doing what he's meant to do. That's it. He's really doing what he is supposed to do. He's getting justice, and he's making it appealing to people. Like, okay, imagine, it's not just about convincing people to donate Sanshitu, donate to that. What else is being done? What else is being done? What else is being done? What else? What else is being done? Is there something else? That's all. So, as long as justice for Mohbad is kept alive, I believe very strongly, that as long as it is kept alive, we will definitely arrive where we are meant to arrive. There might be some stop here and there. There might be some bits of confusion. There might be bits of disagreement. There might be little bits of misconstrued or manipulation. That kind of thing. It does happen. But at the end of the day, justice will be served. Everyone should just keep their hands on the deck, like keep that focus with the belief, strong belief that justice that we all are seeking for will manifest. It will manifest regardless of whatever it is that whatever challenges that we might be experiencing now. All the lies of Cynthia is out there. She's trying to protect herself. Of course, she's also trying to protect herself from whatever it is that could cause her imprisonment or that could make her lose the money. It's all about the money. Like, how can I go about getting this money? If not, people have said it times with that number. Was she afraid that the DNA might be manipulated somehow? I believe that if that DNA is what will make everything go away like ASAP, she would have gone to get that DNA done and then make it public and then challenge Mohbad's father. But she's saying, I've been ready for the DNA. Is Mohbad's father? Yes, to an extent, Mohbad's father might be a bit skeptical about it because he wants to be sure after this DNA is done and concluded, will I be able to still get something of the demise of my son? Will I be able to still get some cash, money paid? He does not want to lose also the money. Let's be sincere. If there is no money, there might be a push here and there to get justice, but that money sort of gives it some extra push. It gives it some extra push. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what you think. It is what it is. Still on justice for Mohbad. It is what it is. It's a journey. It's a journey. And one has to just pay attention to it and hope for the best. I don't know what your thoughts are. Drop your comments.